Hello budgeters, welcome to Fun Filling Friday. My name is Jamie, and if you're new here on this channel, we just talk about frugal living and budgeting so that we can meet our financial goals. So welcome to this video, and today I'm going to fill in our sinking funds for my husband's second paycheck in the month of January. January is a great month because this is a 3 paycheck month for us, which is awesome because that means that we get a little bit of extra money that we get to file away. So the first thing that I'm filling out is his pay, which was $2,480.68. And the first thing that we always do is pay tithing, which is a 10% of the income that we make, which for us will be $248.07. So I'm just going to make a note of this at the bottom so that I know that it's clearing. So we actually haven't even cleared our tithing from the last 2 weeks yet, so that's why it's on here. The check just hasn't come through, so we have tithing from the last Fun Filling Friday and tithing from today's Fun Filling Friday that has to go through. And I guess while I was down here writing that note, I should also look at what our remaining budget is. So our remaining budget today is going to be $2,726.74. And that is quite a bit, and actually all of our sinking funds are filled in today, but I'm actually going to do some budget cuts today because we just have a life event coming that we are foreseeing that we need to save for. So I'm going to look at some of the areas that we can cut a little bit of our spending, and so that we will have more money that we can put into our savings. So I'm probably going to change some of my sinking funds and the amounts that we're going to be putting in, but I'm going to kind of break my budget down more to like an emergency fund type of situation. So for January, we put in $100 into a home repair account. We actually don't have home repair needs that are going to come up, so I'm going to change this account to $10, which is going to be our ideal from coming on. And we're not at that point where we need the money yet, so I might just do $50 instead of the full $100. But next month, we're going to be in a little bit more of a emergency fund mode, so I'm going to just write that this account's going to get $10 next month. So I'm going to take $50 from this balance, making this $215. Our medical deductible account, I want to stay the same because this is just how much we need to put in our deductible each month for us to meet the deductible for the year. Our car account, I still want to keep putting money into our car account because I feel like car problems are just inevitable. They're going to happen. So I'm okay with continuing to contribute to this. The dog care account typically gets $10 in this account. However, this month we gave him $50 because he's due for rabies shots. But $10 I think is what is going to be in there from here on out. The yard care account, I think we're going to move this down to $10. And we'll just have to buy fertilizer as probably as we save up for it each time. I typically like to fertilize our yard 4 times a year. There's four mixes that we use in the span of the summer. And I think right now I'm probably not going to take out any money that we put in this month, but I think I'm going to just kind of be okay with the $78.48 that's in there. And hopefully that will be enough to buy all the fertilizer for the summer. Prescriptions and therapy, this needs to stay the same. This is a good portion of why our things are going to potentially be changing in February. So this is still something that needs to stay the same. Our children's needs, this month I put their balance a little bit higher because my son turns 3 soon, and I just want to have a little bit of money in there so that I can get him involved in, 3 years old is kind of when they start doing little fun, like that's the age where kids can start registering for fun little classes and stuff. So I just have some money in there set aside for when he turns 3 in March. I think I'm going to keep that in there. Clothing and hair, I'm going to move this down to $10. And mostly it will just be enough money so that the boys and my husband can get their hair cut, and we'll leave the amount that's in there for now. I'm not going to withdraw any at this minute. Dental account, I want to keep the same, especially because my boys actually went to the dentist today, and everything under 3 is free. But once my son turns 3 in March, his monthly checkups will be $60 or no, $100. So if he gets his teeth checked every 6 months, that's $200 for him alone. My other son, when he turns 3, so we'll need $400 a year. So 20 times 12, that's not even enough for like my 2 boys to get like their monthly checkup. So we might need to look into dental insurance. If you guys have a good dental insurance, please let me know below if it's something like a universal dental plan, because I'm just trying to figure out how much it should cost. So we have 2 adults and 2 children, and how much I should be budgeting for our dentist each month without insurance, and if it would be better with insurance. I know Dave Ramsey talks about that oftentimes dental insurance doesn't pay out what it's worth, but I don't know if he's talking about getting your regular 6-month checkups too. So my husband and I haven't been getting our 6-month checkups. Maybe we only need them a year. I know you're supposed to get them every 6 months, but I don't know. Just write below and tell me your thoughts on that. Vision account is a low contribution of $10. My husband's passport account, I think we'll make one more savings for this. A passport, I believe, is $111. I should look that up again. But he almost has enough money there for a passport, which I think is necessary with his job just to have on hand, because there could be a chance at some point that he might be called out of the country at this point. Not yet in the position that he's at, but it could potentially happen, so the money needs to sit there. Amazon Prime, I would like to get rid of this, but my husband likes it, so we're still paying. We're still saving for our Amazon Prime payment that should be coming up soon here. And our food storage account, I am going to probably stop contributing to this right now, because we're preparing for a kind of disaster, kind of like a midlife crisis type of situation. And and we just bought a ton of food storage, so I'm just going to keep the $60 in there, and that will be what we use. And we're probably going to be using our food storage right now. So it's kind of like we're gearing up for, so in the time of our feast, like the time when things have been good, we saved a lot of money and bought a lot of food storage, and now we're gearing up for a famine in the sense that we think things are going to change with our budget and things might get a little bit harder. So this is where we're going to back off on food storage. Okay, so moving on. Our anniversary account, I am going to change this to be $25 a month, which still is pretty extravagant. That might change. Family vacation account, I'm going to knock out altogether. And the only way that from here on out, I think I'll keep that $100 in here, but the only way for us to earn our family vacation money is all based on our spiritual goals. So we set some goals as a family for spiritual well-being, and each time we make one of those goals, and we'll get a little bit of money in our account each month. And so I think I'm going to make our family vacation money goal-based, and not do a monthly contribution unless we achieve certain spiritual goals, because I feel like, working together as a family to get a spiritual goal is, and then a reward of a family, like a family vacation, is a kind of a fitting thing. Like if we work really hard to hit a mark for the year of increasing our relationship with God, I think a fitting reward for that is a fun family trip. So anyway, I think that's probably how I'll handle family vacations from here on out, is just making them all spiritual goal based. Just because I think family vacations in general really do bring a family together, and that's the whole point of our spiritual goals, is to get closer to God and to have a happy family. Christmas, we need to reevaluate our Christmas money, but so for now we're going to keep it at $100. House wants, I'm going to put at 0. And I'm going to take money out of the house wants account. So that is $20 that we'll be saving. Electronics, I don't know about this one. Maybe I'll drop it down to $10 a month, just so that we keep building up money in case something happens. And I'm going to take this to 0, and I'm going to leave this at $17.55. Actually, I lied. I'm going to make this $10 and then bring this back up to $27.55. Midlife crisis account, I'm going to keep that on here for this month. And then I think for next month we need to wean ourselves off of this midlife crisis account, and I'm going to maybe only put $20 in that next month. So that is that, because we're gearing up for some change right now. Disneyland Someday account, probably not something that we're going to contribute to in February. Disney World in 10 years, this is just when we use our credit card, our rewards go to this account. So this month we got a $26 check back, and so we just put that into this rewards account. Health and fitness, probably going to be a 0 for February. And I'm going to take the money out of here and leave this at 25. Birthdays and holidays, I'm going to keep the same. Eating out, for now, I'm going to keep this the same. I'll probably, when I do my February budget plan with me, I'll probably change that, but I'm not going to mess with taking out money out of this for now. Impromptu giving, I will probably lower this to 0, and I'll keep the $5 in there for now, though. My husband's mad money, we definitely need to go on a budget, a lower budget. I'll probably just do that, though, in the month of February and keep these the same. Family fun and reunions, I think I will keep this at $25. I think this is a fun one for us to have money in here to do things with the family. And date nights, the same. My husband and I are really needing our date nights right now, just to help us have a healthy marriage. So that's kind of a little bit of the budget changes. There will be more coming up in February, but I did clear up some of the money that we set aside in these accounts, so that frees us up a little bit more money for this baby step 3 being a little bit more money that we can have if there were. We are kind of potentially gearing up for an emergency type situation in February. Not 100%. We don't know 100% like the full details, even if it is going to happen. But there's a chance something might be changing up. I'll tell you about it later. But if it does happen, but for now we're just setting aside some of the money, preparing for it if it does happen. So this looks like we saved about $80, $90 from our regular sinking funds from doing some budget cuts, and in this account it's about $100. So we're looking at about $180 saved by doing a few budget cuts, and honestly, it's okay for us to do that. We probably were getting a little bit too extravagant in our weird sinking funds, all the ones that we have. Anyway, so this leaves us with a total of $2,901. And we will have enough from this to put into our baby step 3, but I'm going to wait until our next paycheck, the third paycheck, to finalize how much money we'll be putting into that baby step 3B. And some of that money is honestly preparing for our February budget, which might have a major need that comes out of it. So sorry, I'm being a little bit vague there. Anyway, so this is Fun Filling Friday. If you're new here, I do have a video that I just released the other day about the trackers that we're using to meet our 2020 goals. And I will put a link up top so that you can go check that out. I know that a lot of people like watching those budget trackers where you kind of fill things in. And I introduced in that video the goals that we have for 2020 and the trackers that we're using to meet them. And then I fill in some of those boxes, and it's super motivating to me. I hope you guys can find it motivating, and I've linked all the trackers that I use in the bottom of that video so that you can use those trackers if there's something that you think would motivate you to meet your goals. I hope you guys are having a great new year so far. Please hit like if this is something that you find useful. If you watched till this point, give this video a like, and I would love that support for this channel. Let me know again your thoughts on dental insurance. I am super curious to know if you guys have dental insurance, if how much you spend each year on the dentist, like how that all works out, because I'm just not quite sure like what our dental plans are. So my husband and I, honestly, we have not gone to the dentist like we should, but now that we have 2 kids, I'm more focused about getting them on their regular checkups, but knowing also that my husband and I need to get our regular checkups too. So let me know your thoughts on that. I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.